Tax season can be stressful for anyone. Receipts go missing, statements get buried in emails, and time just slips away. But it doesn't have to be that way. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what documents you need to have in place for a smooth, stress-free tax filing season. By the end, you'll be fully prepared to tackle your taxes without the last-minute chaos. Here's what we're covering. First, we'll talk about must-have slips for employment and business income. Then, we'll move on to organizing your investment statements, retirement documents, and key tax credit receipts. Finally, I'll share some practical tips to keep everything organized. If you want to feel confident and prepared this tax season, keep watching. A couple of years ago, I remember thinking I was on top of my taxes. I had a folder on my computer labeled tax documents and a little stack of physical receipts on my desk. But when it came time to file, I realized I was missing important slips, and I spent hours trying to track them down. That experience taught me the value of being organized well before the deadline. Since then, I've developed a simple system to make sure I have all the necessary paperwork ready to go. Whether you're employed, run a business, or have multiple income streams, these foundational steps will save you time, frustration, and potentially money. Let's start with employment and business income slips. The T4 slip. The T4 slip is the statement of remuneration paid. If you're employed, your employer issues you a T4, showing your total earnings and taxes withheld. It's a must for your personal return. The T4A slip. For contract work, commission, or other form of self-employment income, keep an eye out for a T4A slip. It summarizes what you earned outside of a traditional salaried role. If you operate a small business, you won't receive a T4 slip for that income. Instead, you need an organized record of invoices, sales, and expenses. This includes bookkeeping reports or a profit and loss statement. 2. Investment income slips. The first one is the T5. The T5 is the statement of investment income. If you have savings or investment accounts that pay interest or dividends, you'll likely receive T5 slips from your financial institution. The T3 slip. The T3 slip is the statement of trust income allocations and designations. Mutual funds or trust investments often generate T3 slips, which details any distributed income. Next is the statement of securities transactions, the T5008. This form shows your gains or losses from buying and selling securities like stocks, mutual funds, or ETFs. Make sure you have all the relevant transaction details so that you can accurately calculate capital gains and losses. 3. Retirement and pension slips. RRSP contribution receipts. These are crucial for claiming RRSP deductions. Remember that contributions made in the first 60 days of the new year can still be applied to the previous tax year. So gather all relevant receipts. The last two are the T4 RSP and the T4 RIF. If you withdrew money from your RRSP or RIF during the year, these slips outline what you took out and how much tax was withheld. 4. Tax credits and deduction documents. Keep official receipts for any charitable donations you've made during the year. These receipts can lower your taxable income if claimed properly. Collect receipts for medical and dental services. Many of these expenses can be claimed, but you will need proper documentation. Students should have the T2202 receipts. These slips detail your eligible tuition fees and months of study for education credits. If you pay for childcare, keep all the receipts. This may be deductible if you meet the eligibility criteria. Business-related expenses, home office costs. For entrepreneurs or remote workers, expenses like a portion of your rent or mortgage interest, utilities, and home insurance may be deductible if you use part of your home for your business. Maintain a clear record of the square footage used and related bills. Vehicle expenses. If you use your car for business, keep a mileage log and receipts for gas, maintenance, and insurance. The portion of costs that relates to business use can often be deducted. Organization tips. You can use digital storage for your tax documents. For mails or paper receipts, take a picture immediately or scan them into the digital cloud folder. Separate sections by income type, expenses, and credits. Set up a brief time each month to organize things and review the documents and file them in the right folders. These small habits prevent a pileup and the pressure of handling everything at once right before the deadline. Of course, knowing which documents to gather is just one part of filing your taxes. You also want to be aware of the new rules and regulations. So if you haven't already, be sure to check out my video titled The Top Tax Changes in 2025. There, I cover the most recent updates to credits and deductions, which can make a big difference in how you prepare your paperwork and file your return. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.